Okay, welcome to Becoming Out Loud, which is just a series. I'm gonna call it a podcast, but it's for now, let's just go with a series where every week I show up, I share about my week and what went well, what didn't, what I was able to accomplish, what I'm proud of, what I'm celebrating, and some of the changes I'm planning on making. Or I don't know, let's just have a fluid flow. I decided I was gonna set a timer. So we'll do this for 15 minutes because I like hearing myself talk, which means I could talk for 30 minutes and say a lot of things or say nothing. And I was just on a call with my friend Claudia, and if you've been following me for a while, then you know that Claudia and I are like ride or dies. And every week at least, yeah, unless something comes up since 2022 November, we've showed up for calls and just checked in with each other. And I've been wanting to do this with like my phone. And I think about the editing and it's just a pain in my behind. And so I just decided to, this time round, let's just do it on my laptop. I have a plug-in camera for my laptop, which is an HD webcam. It's pretty clear, except when it blurs my hair out and my ears, and all you see is my forehead. It's beautiful, but yeah. So anyway, I love hearing myself talk. And I just graduated with my master's, and I'm at a point where I'm just trying to figure life out. See, I've always been the person who thinks that this is as good as life gets. And then life hits me in the face, and I'm like, this cannot be as good as life gets because this is not going to be the end of my story. This is not where I end. This is not going to be, the last chapter of my story. And I remember watching, what's the name of that show? Callie. Um, Not the Fosters, the spin-off of the Fosters. What was it called? I don't remember. But anyway, I remember watching the Fosters, no, the spin-off. The two sisters who moved to LA, I think, or to New York, I think LA. And one of them is like a law student, and the other one is like, I think, working at a law firm, and the other one is working at, I don't know, some for interning for a software company or something. Anyway, and I remember this last episode of, I think, one of the seasons where Callie was like, "What if this is good? This is as good as life gets." And she was saying that to her mentor, and I realized that I'm not like in the middle. My cat's taking a nap here, and Callie says, "What if this is as good as life gets? What if this is it for me?" And then the judge, who was her mentor, also says to her, this cannot be as long as you're awake and alive and breathing every day. Nothing is ever as good as it gets. The minute you think that this is as good as it gets, that's the day you're choosing to give up. And sometimes it doesn't feel like a choice. It just feels like life has pushed us to the end. And suddenly, that's all we have. My nails look amazing. But the idea that this is as good as life gets, I know I'm blurry, but you can hear my voice. The idea that this is as good as life gets, something we tell ourselves when you're about to give up hope. And yeah, sometimes hope sucks when you think, oh gosh, I was so hopeful about something and then it just didn't work out. Things didn't work out for me. Why didn't things work out? Maybe that's part of the journey. And I don't think I have anything inspirational to say. I just want to document my journey because I know one day I'm going to look back and say, hmm, I'm so glad that we started there. I'm so glad that we began to start. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and I'm glad that I'm finally doing it. I'm glad that I'm giving myself a chance to start again. I was just venting to Claudia, well, more like sharing and saying that I feel like I've been starting over for the last 5 years. I feel like I'm not really growing, like content wise or like social media wise. I feel like I'm just always starting, just always beginning. But then I thought to myself, if I went back and like scrolled all the way from 5 years ago, have I evolved? Like, has how I show up, how I create, has it changed and evolved the way I've also changed and evolved? And the answer is 100% yes. It has, because that's part of the journey. See, it was sunny earlier and like I was, my face was glowing, but it looks like it's gonna rain. I have laundry. I have to go get laundry. Well, after this, I have like 10 more minutes to go. I'm excited. But like, yeah, I think that's part of it. Like, it's who you become on the journey. And I know we hear that a lot, and sometimes it sucks, right, Phoebes? Yes. Hello. But maybe it really is who we become on the journey. Maybe it's in the showing up that we realize this is how strong I am. Oh, I thought it'd be easy to talk for 15 minutes. My gosh, I don't know what else to say. I just know that I'm excited to finally document becoming out loud, to finally document showing up and saying, you know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Can I say that? I don't know what the F I'm doing. I have no idea. But I'm also willing to show up. And I'm willing to show up. And I'm willing to play for long. And I'm willing to discover what I'm made of. I'm willing to each and every day just take one more step and one more step. And I've taken so many steps without ever documenting my journey that sometimes I forget just how far I've come. So this time round, this is a very exciting journey for me. I just graduated after 9 years. I came to this country. I live in China, if you don't know. I came to China 9 years ago. And 9 years later, I have both my BEng and my MH. In case you don't know, my bachelor's of engineering, my bachelor of engineering, and master of engineering. MEngs and BEngs. Ugh, love that term. I yeah, I know that this is I don't know. It's a beginning, it's a new beginning. And I was telling my friend just now, I feel like this chapter of my life is a new journal that I haven't quite figured out how to like it's a new journal. And because it's new, okay, this is old, but you see the staples? This is the tiny notebook I take everywhere. And it was like beginning to like unravel and I had to like staple it to make it not unravel. But anyway, it's like I've been gifted a new journal, and because I don't want to mess it up, I'm like willing to like write on tissue and like any other surface. And then when everything is perfect, I can transfer to my new journal. And you know what? It's about the mess. See, last 2 weeks ago, I attended Speak and Write, and this time was different. I think you can, I don't know if you're going to see my name by the time this video is done. It says SAP Phoebe Minor. And I finally became a SAP coach. That's a speaker advocate coach for my mentor, Lisa Nichols. And the thing is, she said one thing at Speaking Right, do it messy. Don't wait for perfect. When you're perfect, really, we can no longer relate to you. And so instead of writing on tissue and waiting to transfer the perfect written notes on my journal, I'm like, I don't know if you can see it, it's too bright, but I'm like, just willing to like do it messy. Can't really see it. I'm just willing to do it messy and to show up every day. See, I'm inspired every day by Glow at time. Oh my gosh, love Glow. I love how she shows up in her imperfection and just allows herself to just do a video a day. My goodness, the consistency and then the authenticity that follows the consistency, or the consistency that follows the authenticity. You know what I'm talking about. I know this video is all over the place, and this is the longest video I've done just talking. But the best part is I'm recording this on Zoom, which means I get to see my beautiful face. You're so beautiful, oh, so damn beautiful. Oh, okay. Okay. I was checking if I still had some coffee left. But yeah, giving myself the permission to just show up in my awkwardness, my imperfection, and just doing like a gentle check-in. I'm gonna post this on my YouTube. I think I have like 10 followers, and like two of them are my friends, and one of them is my other old account. But it's not about that. It's about the long-term journey. And I'm about to go dark, but one of the things I love about social media is the longevity of something. I lost my best friend 4 years ago, and I was just talking about her because this is her birth month. Oh, baby, you would have been 28. Happy almost heavenly birthday. And I love the voice notes we shared, the reels we shared, um the memes we sent each other. I love that I can still go back to like our chats on Instagram. I lost our chats on WhatsApp like a year ago when I changed my phone. Broke my heart. But the showing up, it's how when I miss her, even though she's been gone for 4 years now, I still feel a presence when I look at her social media. And I think that's why I want to do this. Not that I'm going anywhere, not that I'm aware of anyway, but just the longevity of it. I want to look back one day, 10 years from today, 5 years from today, and be grateful that I started. I've always loved long form content. I've always loved how people just get to show up and talk to a camera and just have a conversation with themselves and their thoughts and allow us in on that journey. And so maybe this is it for me. Maybe this is where my journey begins. Maybe this is where I press reset and restart one last time. One last time. This time I'll make it work. I want to look back a year from today and say, damn it, I'm the most consistent person I know. Okay, I felt that a little bit, but like, I'm the most consistent person I know. I show up no matter what, come hell or high water. I'm willing to show up each and every day. And I love who I'm becoming in the process of showing up. Maybe the quality of the video is crap, but that's going to get better. I'm doing this on my laptop and I'm not recording on my phone because then that's just extra work. I record on my phone and then suddenly it's like taking forever to like edit, and then it's been a week and it's been a month and I haven't posted it and I get tired of doing this. I want to do this simple. I want to make it easy, or I want to do this with ease. I think I love that more. I want to do this with ease. I think what I don't like about is how the camera just blurs me and how sometimes video needs to be perfect. Mm. But you know what? Yeah, we show up. I feel like I've just been yapping for the last 12 minutes, but we still have 3 minutes left, and I don't know what to talk about. Let's see. What would I say? What would I like to hear from my future self? Oh my gosh, I've been using this app. Okay, let me stop lying. There's this app called futureme.org, this website, and I write myself letters when I remember at the beginning of the month. It's been a minute since I've done it, but writing, I think I wrote myself a letter 2023, I think October or November. And I received it last year. And it came on a day I was having a crappy day. I was at work. I was in the outdoors, walked in the outdoors for a minute. And it just came on the day that I wanted to hear something nice. I wanted the validation. Don't judge. But it came and I heard it and I felt it. And oh my gosh, it was just like, oh, for the first time, something came up and the things I had said to myself, I was doing them or showing up each and every day. And finally being there, my gosh, future me, what would I like to hear from future me? Keep going. Your consistency will pay off. One day you're gonna look back at these videos and circle at the quality and circle at like the beginnings and having my couch on the frame and like you can't really see everything on here, even though like it looks amazing, but it's part of the journey. Okay, now yeah, it's part of the journey and it will all pay off and you'll be proud of who you've become. Now, what would I say to my younger self? Baby, we did it! We did the thing! We did it! We did the thing. We did the thing that we set out to do many years ago. I remember the first time my teacher asked me, Phoebe, what do you want to be? I was about 10 years old. I had heard my older brother say he wanted to be an aeronautical engineer, and I didn't know what that meant, but I just knew it sounded fancy. And you know what? Being the last one in my family, having my siblings who studied abroad or who were going to study abroad, I just felt I was special than everybody else. I just knew there was something different about me. I didn't know what, but I just knew that I'm not basic. Hello. I wasn't a basic kid. I'm not basic. And when the teacher got to me, Phoebe, what do you want to be? I remember saying an aeronautical engineer. I didn't know how to spell it. My very Kenyan accent, which you can still hear today. I remember saying an aeronautical engineer. And don't judge. But we did it. We did it. And I had no idea what the word meant. Just knew it sounded fancy and I wanted to be a fancy kid. I was a basic, I still a basic. Hello. But yeah, I'm excited to start this and to go from here. And I love who I'm becoming. I love who I'm becoming on the journey. And I have 4 seconds left. My 15 minutes are up. Hey? Oh, it's vibrating. I thought it was gonna ring or something. This has been amazing. Actually feel a lot better. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. Oh, we did it, Phoebes. I love you. Um, what would I like anyone who watches this and myself as well to know this week? I see you. Let me come closer. Let me come closer. See you, believe in you, and I love you. I think I might wear a wig next week just to spice things up a little bit. I see you, I believe in you, and I love you. In case you wanted to hear that or needed to hear that, I hope this serves as a reminder. You're amazing. You're more than enough. You're not just good enough, you're more than enough. I hear Angela Bassett's voice in my head say that you're more than enough. And every time, every single time you get to 999, after giving yourself all these chances, you press reset and you give yourself 1,000 more chances. You're worthy of giving yourself love, loving yourself loudly and proudly and boldly and audaciously. Oh my goodness, and courageously. Hello, you deserve it. You deserve it. You're the example of what loving you looks like, of what being nice and kind and respectful to you looks like. You get to give the world the best example of who you are. I see you and I love you. This is probably episode 1 of Becoming Out Loud with Phoebe. Okay, Instagram self love with Phoebe. Everywhere else, Phoebe Minor, Phoebe Minor, Phoebe Minor. And yes, okay. Mwah. Bye.